Welcome back to Tucson, Arizona, here on a gorgeous Saturday morning. My name is Dave Vincent alongside David Fink for this women's semifinal. Tracy Davis and Ashley Moeller going up against each other here. Now, I said Ashley Moeller, but...
First women's semifinal, serving first, Ashley Moeller, returning serve, Tracy Davis, 0-0.
Ashley recently married to Shorty Ruiz, so...
And it was great to see you at their wedding celebration, Dave. Enjoyed hanging out with you there.
Afraid of heights. Dr. Ashley Ruiz.
1-0.
I think if you go through all those years of school, you earn the right to be called doctor.
Point.
These two seem to find their way to one another in every tournament that they enter. Whether it's the semifinals, finals, fifth place final, third place final. We've seen them play in every possible round, Dave, and always playing each other in every event, and it always goes to a tiebreaker. And in those games of 25, it's always overtime.
And I thought that Tracy would be passing that torch over to Michaela, because it seems that Michaela and Ashley are now playing a lot, also playing together a lot in doubles. And remember, back when Tracy lived in Tucson, these two would play a lot locally.
Okay.
Come down to the club and you say, oh, there they are in the court again. We just saw them on the live broadcast just a couple days ago. So you couldn't outrun these two, even in tournaments or in practice.
Second serve.
Tracy's seeking her first Icebreaker win, Dave. I know you penciled her in for a couple of Icebreaker titles at least in the first couple seasons, but hasn't panned out. The heat, I think, has been her biggest nemesis, but you can see here today, clouds, not that hot. Had some rain this morning, so that shouldn't be an issue here.
Second serve.
Ashley's off to a nice start here.
Would you say that Ashley's number one sport is three-wall, or is it four-wall?
I think if you look at her accomplishments, you'd have to say three-wall. She's a former three-wall national champion. Current three-wall national champion. Outscored her opponents.
0-3.
Scored 82% more points than her opponents at the three-wall nationals.
That's impressive.
82%. That means at the three-wall nationals, she won more than 4 out of 5 points against her opponents in singles, and also won the doubles. And those stats speak for themselves, Dave, and they also are spoken to on the Fun Facts.
Can't wait to see them.
3-0.
I saw a stat yesterday that is unrelated to handball, but it's baseball, and I know that you love that sport.
I thought for once you were going to cite a stat that you read on the Fun Facts. I was so excited.
No.
Now I've tuned you out.
Okay, well then I'm not going to say it, but I will say it anyway. Jacob deGrom.
Never heard of him.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm only going to continue with this fact because everybody listening knows who Jacob deGrom is.
Okay.
He's, 32 years old, so he's been around the league for quite some time. 49% of his starts as a pitcher,
0-4.
he's given up one or fewer runs.
Wow.
Now, you can say anything you want about how great Nolan Ryan is or how great Roger
Nolan
Clemens.
Ryan's the best 500 pitcher in history.
49% of every start he's ever made in Major League Baseball, he's given up 1 or 0 runs.
Are those earned runs or just runs?
Earned runs.
Okay.
1-4.
Now that's impressive.
Tracy just cannot seem to keep that serve off the side wall. It's allowing Ashley to get herself into the rally. You have such a big advantage serving, Dave, in small ball three-wall. If you hit a good serve, your chance of winning the rally are 80% or better.
That's why the return of serve outdoor is probably the most important shot.
And the hardest shot. But if you're giving your opponent a chance to set up with the ball coming off the side wall where the ball slows down.
5-1.
You're making their job a lot easier. Now that's a tougher serve.
Point.
And you see Tracy makes the air there. Even that ball down the middle, Dave, that's deep, is tough to handle. That's a great serve.
Long.
Well, because your opponent who's on the deep line is having to back up. As we take a quick look at those wedding pics.
Oh, that's you there, Dave. I didn't know you were master of ceremonies there on the beach.
Second serve.
Went to Hawaii.
So you made both wedding parties.
Wasn't invited to either.
Waiting for that one.
But I made sure to get to both of them because that's what I do.
Yeah, you don't miss anything.
176.
I'm like Jacob deGrom. 49% of the time, I actually show up when invited to anything.
Right.
Long.
1 or 0 times.
I think you're more like Cal Ripken. 100% of the time, you don't show up.
6-1.
He does show up. Opposite.
I'm just trying to say that either 1 or 0 times I will show up 49% of the time.
This is an amazing shot. And Ashley makes that shot consistently.
Well, she wasn't making it earlier in the year, and she did tell me that this tournament, coming into this match, she refound her fly kill, or at least the approach mentally.
Okay.
She said she was keeping her body where her 2 front feet were facing the front wall. Now she's turned sideways and found out that she has a better approach. She said she got that from one of your videos.
Wow. So she's the one
She
who watched it.
I think 4 views, and she
Yeah.
watched all 4. Well, you have to get the footwork down.
Point.
But she's now turning sideways.
9-1.
It's an important thing, not just paddling.
That's going to give me a big head because I thought there was only 2 views on there.
Second serve.
Just
Now I
because,
realize how much I'm blowing up.
just because of that comment, we'll get 6 more videos from you.
I think if you're not playing a lot of handball, which Tracy is not, it's exposed out here in 3-well where you need such great timing really to hit any shot, especially these shots that are bouncing in front of you and you're having to take them right off the bounce, make good contact.
Point.
And you can see Tracy just sort of spinning herself around there and pulling that ball up and to her right with her left hand, not the shot you want. The best players, Dave, can take the ball with their left and hit it back down the left, even overhand, because they stay sideways. Wow, that's such a hard shot that Ashley makes there.
Well, it gave her enough time to get back toward the center of the court.
But Tracy doesn't seem like she's even looking for kill shots. Just content to hit the ball high and
12 serves 1.
Well, when she goes for the kill, Ashley's up there to fly it on the return. So she's
That's
trying to
a
get
great shot.
she's trying to get Ashley out of the front court first, but she's been unable to do it until then.
1 serves 12.
It's a nice little pass.
112 here, Tracy down big. Tracy won her first round,
Point.
21, 15-1, 15-1. Now she finds herself on the opposite end there. Good serve.
Point.
Power natural.
Yeah, that had some power on it, and it was on the deep line.
You know, you've sparred with Tracy, Dave, and so have I, and her
3 serves
power
12.
is really surprising. You don't expect it, but she really does hit a hard ball.
Well, it's heavy.
Right. Disguises it well.
And it's not like you've ever faced somebody who didn't hit the ball hard. That's not the point. It's sort of like she lulls you into thinking that she's going to hit it controlled and smooth, and instead it just comes at you. A little bit difficult, especially when you're returning serve and you're having to take steps backwards. Even if they're setups in the middle of the court, very difficult to do anything good with it.
Long.
I think Tracy's got a lot more good years in her. She's so fit and skilled, and I think it's just her mentality and getting more court time. And I think you will see her challenging for these titles. Great ceiling ball.
Set out.
That's the shot that Ashley's husband, Shorty, has trademarked. That power ceiling into the crowd. By crowd, I don't mean to imply that there's more than 2 fans out there. 2's a crowd.
Cameraman, referee.
4 serves 12.
That's right. They count.
That's a good shot.
Set out.
Smart.
Tracy's 45 years young.
That's right.
Celebrated back in
March.
Trying to remember the day, but I
believe it's
believe
the
it's the 30th. Yeah, March 30th. 3:30, 97.
77.
77.
Uh-huh.
97. I just got you 20 years, Tracy.
Yeah. Look at that shot. That's Ashley's 3rd tomahawk kill from the back line or beyond the back line in this first game.
Well, Ashley said sorry as she crossed.
I don't think so.
No,
Looked like
she
was
did.
going for that.
Didn't you hear it? She apologized
What
for
a
it.
serve.
Point.
That ball did look like it hit like an object on the court.
Well, as soon as she hit that, you knew that was going to be a tough return.
Game point, 14-4, going to 15 here. Women's semifinals.
Game
Ashley
point, serve
Moeller
score.
serving in game number 1 to Tracy Davis.
And Ruiz takes that first game. And Dave, don't adjust your set. We are in Tucson, and there are clouds.
It's not the end of the world. Although you would think that by looking at those clouds in Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
No, that people don't realize it, but Tucson has a lot of weather here.
Right.
It does rain.
Yes.
Especially in monsoon season, and we're right in the middle of it. And we've had a lot of rain delays here. Game number 1, 15-4, with Ruiz up on Tracy here. Expect the next one to be good. A little bit more close.
Well, in all of these
number
matchups,
2,
regardless of the first
0,
game
0.
outcome, we've seen tiebreakers. Great serve.
Point.
I thought Ashley did pretty good there fighting that one off, but just hit not flush on the
1-0.
fist. I like how Ashley stands when she's returning the serve, too. Both hands out like I'm ready to pounce on whatever the serve is. Don't you feel in 3-wall that when you're the returner that you're really, really eyeballing that server more than you do in 4-wall, trying to find little tendencies? Because they can go and clip that sidewall when you're playing deep and get that short serve just over the line, or they can go down the lines and you have to be really more aware, don't you?
Well, there's more options for ace serves in 3-wall. Twice as many, in fact. Because you've got that deep out the door option or deep into the body option.
But you also have just over the short
Right.
line,
3
which
serves 0.
even if you don't hit it perfect, it's still going to be hard to get back.
And that's an example of it there.
Good call.
And Ashley called double bounce on herself.
That's a great serve to make the ball bounce
4-0.
twice, way in front of the back line. And now I think some rain.
Well, yeah, it's raining. It's definitely raining now. We're going to have to call this. Look at that rain coming down.
The Bulldog doesn't notice it. Let's focus over there on court 2, Dave. Pouring down rain, Billy and Dylan just unfazed. Are we at a carnival now?
Well, we turn the music on when it starts raining.
I love it. Why does it ever stop? I'm surprised you're not squeegeeing yet. At the last rain delay, you squeegeed through a monsoon. There you go. There we go. Oh, don't worry. I'm in the back supervising. That's why you don't see me. That's it. Push down harder, Richie.
And we're back.
Swimming play.
I only have
Game
3
2,
blisters.
5 serves 0.
One of them just popped, actually.
Well, my voice is hurting from all the yelling, the instructions I was giving.
Point. 6-0.
An outfit change and no momentum change here after the rain delay, as Tracy is firmly in control of this second game.
Tracy plays better in the rain. The heat, her kryptonite.
Right. Surprising, because Tracy won 11 straight one-wall national titles on Coney Island, which is known to be just scorching hot and humid. But I think she got used to that Northern California, what would you call it, Dave? Smog and cold?
Well, yeah, she's up north, and so she does definitely get some weather up there.
Remember when you lived up there, Dave?
Side out.
A handball court in your backyard?
Didn't help.
0 serves 8.
Who would have thought when I was living 3,000 miles from there, I would have been at your house a lot more than when we live a quarter of a mile apart.
Point.
Not even a quarter mile.
It's true.
I would say 200
1
feet.
serves 8.
Backyard to backyard.
Look at that ceiling ball there from Tracy.
Uh-oh.
Hold it.
Fist fight?
Well, these two are very cordial, from what I've seen.
In handball, when there's contact like that,
1 serves 8.
why don't the players just let the referee take care of calling a hinder instead of getting mad at the other player?
I don't see them mad at each other.
No, these two aren't, but we've seen it.
Well, there's an ambiguity going on here with the referees. Some are told to just call the score,
Hold it.
and then others take it upon themselves to also call hinders, so players don't really know what you're doing back there. Are you just calling the score? Are you calling shorts? Or are you calling hinders?
Which is surprising because in handball, communication has been oh so well over the years.
Well, anytime something goes wrong, you just blame it on poor communication. Now, Dave, I don't want to take away from this second game here, but there's a potential upset brewing
8 serves 1.
on court 4. Sam Esser, our finalist at the first Icebreaker of the season,
Point.
down to Brant Bettigan, who hasn't entered a tournament in 5 years.
Yeah, that's an upset, but also could be an upset brewing on court 3. As Tracy Davis now up 9-1 here in game number 2, trying to force a tiebreaker. And that was a beautiful strike from Davis. A good serve and then a nice first strike.
10 serves 1.
You know, in game number 2, she couldn't get Ashley out of the front court. Now it seems that Ashley can't get Tracy out of the front court.
That's the game.
Second serve. Side out.
If Tracy does go on to win this, I'd like to see what adjustments Ashley makes. Maybe Ashley will make them here in game number 2.
There's a good adjustment. Eyes in the back of her head. Such a good feeling when you can hit a serve that your opponent is 15 feet away from. Probably the most satisfying feeling in handball, right, Dave?
Yeah, it does. You know, conversely, we see that where the server has fooled the returner, but it's a short ball.
Frustrating when that happens.
10 serves 2.
But when you do actually get it over the line and you succeed, you're like, yeah, I did that right.
Because there's a lot that goes into that. Good contact and the disguise.
Side out.
Surprising air there from Tracy, who just competed in the USHA One-Wall Nationals, Dave, a couple of weeks ago in Coney Island. Did not do well there. She was very disappointed with her play there. I was very surprised when I saw the scores reported, Dave. I was sending text messages. This can't be right. let's update the
Research
scores. And it turned out it was. They don't make mistakes over there. Should have known. Tracy losing to Sandy Ng there. 21-4, 21-2.
Well, you have to remember, she's not playing one wall at all. Hasn't played it regularly. Sandy has. And Tracy's 45. And additionally, she went there just on vacation and decided to enter the tournament. She wasn't going to play in it, so it wasn't even on her mind. I know these are a lot of excuses. But
That was 7. Are there more?
I have one more.
Okay.
This is a nice replay here as we go in. Underhand scoop from Ashley. You know, you've kind of seen a transformation of Ashley's game. I know she's losing here, but remember when she first started playing, those fist shots were pretty wild. Now she has much more control over the fist, and also her up front game has really improved. Her underhand paddles like that are just incredible. She didn't have that before.
6 serves 10.
Nice comeback here from Ashley, who looked like she was out of this game, now right back in
7
it.
serves 10. Out.
Ashley was shielded just a little bit on that
But I think
shot, but she took it.
I think she wants that shot. It's good handball here. Tracy makes the air, but that was a nice rally.
7
I
serves
think
10.
Tracy changed her shot right in the middle of her swing.
That out.
You can't possibly be going for that shot, right, Dave?
I don't think so. I think she was trying to pop it down that wall, but not that low.
10 serves 7.
Both players stuck on 10 and 7 here for the last
Long.
few
7.
innings. You get the sense that whoever can score first here probably going to win this game.
Wasn't Tracy up 10-1?
Yes.
Well, you don't have to go now.
But really the momentum is stalled for both now. The number of side outs.
Wait.
When it gets to that point where we can't do it, we have to go in.
And Tracy
11
with
serves
a
7.
bowling shot there. Kill.
Kind of a long sweeping underhand kill.
Point.
You know, they say you live and die by the fist, Dave.
12 serves
Ashley
7.
went for her shot there. Comes up a little short.
Point.
Now 13-7 in
13
game
serves
number
7.
2. First one went to Ashley Ruiz. Now that's a nice shot.
Tremendous setup there. Tracy gets herself behind that one, really spreads out and pinches that right corner
Game point serve 7.
to force a tiebreaker here for Tracy.
I like that serve. Ashley wasn't expecting that.
Right out.
Those are the type of little gifts that you get that allow you to get on a nice run. Sometimes.
Seven serves 14.
You see Moeller making a conscious effort to try to hit that ball down the left but deep to Tracy.
Hey, you can't go wrong with that overhand
Eight serves
right
14.
to the left if you keep it off the left side wall. That time she doesn't.
Ooh, that's close.
Replay.
Ooh,
Ashley called for it.
8 serves 14.
It was Ashley's call. She said replay. That's a good return from Tracy. Are you kidding me?
Right out.
Ashley had to go all the way out of the server's box and 7 feet back to get that?
14 serves 8.
This is game point. That ball slid? Nope. 15-8 in game number 2, and Tracy Davis comes back to take Ruiz here to force a tiebreaker in game number 2. You see the score line, 15-4. 8-15 And I believe Ashley will have the serve here coming up in game number 3. We're at the Icebreaker number 2 in Tucson, Arizona, the Ice Bowl at Clark Park. Game number 3 coming up next.
Game 3, 0-0.
And we're back. Dave Fink alongside Dave Vincent as we have this Ashley Ruiz, Tracy Davis semifinal. Nice
We are
shot.
guaranteed to have
Point.
new champions here at the Ice Bowl, as both of our defending champions did not enter here
15. Win by 2.
this year. Killian Carroll winning the men's
1-0.
last year, and Danielle Daskalakis winning the women's.
1-0.
Both of them winning or doing very well at the One Wall Nationals, with Killian making it to the semis. Danielle winning.
2-0.
That's kind of a party ball, but sits up there for Tracy.
Tracy hit the same shot 4 times in a row.
Ashley hits the punch fly kill with her feet facing the front wall. She said that she was working on getting the sideways.
Well, she used a fist on that one, so
Right.
I'm not sure it's exactly the way she wanted to do it, but
That's a good shot.
both players in the deep court now.
Point.
We're going to 15 here in this tiebreaker. Ashley Ruiz up 4-0. Game number 3. Tracy needs it to rain again.
Cut out.
Tough conditions for the players. You're on and off the court. You don't know if the rain is coming or
0-4.
Yeah, you also don't know if you're going to be forced to go inside to play 4-wall as a backup.
yeah, that's not going to happen here. Not with you manning those squeegees
No.
and torches.
4-0. Long. Take serve.
So John Bike Jr. does all of the reffing here at the event.
That's how it works. Also his partner in crime, the Waddy Pups. They've been handed a number of scorecards.
Point. Five, 0.
There's another big Icebreaker event coming up this weekend,
Hadn't heard about that one.
Timeout.
or I
Timeout,
should
1
say
minute.
September 17, 18, is that it? 18, 19, I forget which one it is.
I
Not
believe it
looking
is
at the
the
calendar.
17th.
That'll be in Tucson, Arizona once
score
again,
6
so
0.
make sure to stay tuned for that and the broadcast.
Long.
Hopefully the weather will be better than it is this weekend, although when the players are playing on the court, and you've played, it feels pretty good
Second serve.
if you can catch it without the rain.
Right.
A little humid though.
Point. 7-0.
Tracy was so dominant to start game number 2, and now can't seem to get anything going here. As Ashley back in control of the front court. A lot of fly kills.
Cut out.
Went for the ceiling there, but did not connect.
It seemed like Tracy has been in
serves 8.
position,
No, 7.
but she's hitting a lot of, not desperate shots, but a little bit more direct with a lot of multiple walls, and Ashley's able to fight them all off. I see the effort from Tracy.
Cut out.
Another open stance fly kill.
7-0. Point.
You know, when you have confidence with that fly kill, it changes everything.
8-0.
It's just one of those type of shots that if you miss 3 or 4 in a row, you start thinking about it every time you go for it. But start making a couple of them, and you're the best at it in the game.
Tracy hit that one pretty well, but she catches the lip in between the two courts. If you aim for that, Dave, you couldn't hit it.
No, you go off to the side court. Probably pull it into the next court over.
Great shot.
Nice return.
Excellent.
You know, having long arms, huge wingspan.
Did you say spanned with a
I
D?
said with a span to, with a
With a D.
with
at
a
the
D.
end.
Yeah, I said
Okay.
span. A wingspan. Not an ED. Don't put an ED on there. It was just a D.
Yeah, just a D.
Yeah, not an ED. It's like stand.
Right.
What happened? Screen? Okay.
You see
serve?
Ashley wearing the yellow jersey. That's her husband's yellow jersey, but she's worn a number of yellow jerseys herself, Dave.
Well, they wear the same clothes. They're a newlywed couple.
2 serves 9.
Never put that together until you said it slowly like that. Where that word came from. Now I know.
Point.
Seems so obvious now.
Well, if you're going to follow
All
the-
these years,
3
I never
serves
understood
9.
why a couple was called that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Point.
And I hope that you can use my wingspan
I will.
also when you also refer to the next newly.
And next time we
Wedded
hand out
couple.
our medals, as you tell me, MED,
Yeah.
I will, MET, I should say, you tell me. Medals.
They are made of
5
metal,
serves
right?
9.
Should I say metal? Metal? Metal with a T and then a D at the metal.
Right.
Out.
Ashley now
9 serves 5.
6 points from advancing to the final here. Three
Point.
official icebreakers last season, Dave, for the women were won by 3 different women.
Well, that's what I said before on the broadcast.
Right.
It seems like
10
there's so
serves
much.
5.
In the future, I think you said it on the broadcast.
I've said it in the past also.
Oh, okay.
I'm also saying it right now.
Okay.
Right out.
Last season was Ashley, Michaela, and Danielle winning icebreakers. There's still a chance here for a 4th different winner. That's a big deal, Dave, winning one of these icebreakers. You get your name up on the hypothetical icebreaker champions wall.
Yeah, it's always big when it's on a hypothetical wall.
Yeah. You get one of those hypothetical yellow jerseys. It's a big deal.
I couldn't line. Okay.
What's not hypothetical is that ice cold ice shower.
Timeout.
No, that's real.
That happens.
For second timeout.
There's the wall.
5-10.
This is the donor wall, though.
Yeah,
I
but
want to see the icebreaker list of champions wall.
it'll happen.
Okay.
World Players of Handball Outdoor. Clark Park, Tucson, Arizona. This is a tiebreaker of the icebreaker between Ashley Ruiz and Tracy Davis. Ashley up, but Tracy serving 5-10, and a nice little clip on that side wall gives her the 6th point.
And don't you just say to yourself, why can't I just do that every time? So easy.
I do say that.
Yeah. And she almost gets another one. You can see Tracy really giving her all. She's very light on her feet right now.
Right out.
But she's playing against someone, Dave, who is on the court 5-6 days a week. On these courts, in fact.
10 serves
Tracy
6.
just is not able or preparing enough for these events.
That's a good shot right there from Ashley.
Okay, sorry.
Just playing in tournaments is not enough, Dave. The champions are made between tournaments.
45, Dave. She's 45.
I don't see that being any factor at all.
Have you ever been 45? How would you know?
That's true.
How old are you?
When are we filming this?
Right now.
What
How
is
old
right
are you
now?
right now?
I'm 45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're the same age as Tracy.
right. Born in 97, just like her.
12 serve 6.
That spans a lot of years.
Also,
winning.
Caesar Sala born in 77.
Huh.
Point.
So, two great champions born.
Here's a quick look at that weather as the sun was rising this morning
13 serve 6.
over Clark Park. 2 points away is Ruiz from taking the semifinal and going into another Icebreaker final.
What a shot.
Point.
Match point for Ashley Ruiz.
Threading the needle there on that overhand
Ball
drive.
last point, serve 6.
Those are the shots that you take that you say, why can't I do that every
Right.
time? And sadly, they seem so easy at the time when you hit them. You're like, well, this is so easy. And she does
Right.
it there. Tracy gets it back.
Look at that power from Ashley. Ashley, a college softball player. Exchanging fish shots there. Could be it.
I think it is, and it is. Ashley Ruiz takes down old rival Tracy Davis. I mean, as in OLE.
Right.
Rival Tracy Davis. 15-6. Game
Good
number
match.
3. That was fun. 15-4. Ashley wins the first one, but loses 8-15 as Tracy, coming out of that rain delay, put on quite the show there in game number 2. Ashley had a nice little comeback, but it was a little too late. But she carried that momentum into game number 3, winning 15-6. We have another great match coming up right around the corner for Dave Fink. My name is Dave Vincent. Thanks for tuning in to the WPH Icebreaker number 2.